Hey y'all, so today has been a hectic day. It was a lot going on today, y'all, a lot of bullshit. We ain't even gonna get all into that, but today was also Mother's Day, and I've started to realize that kind of holidays, Mother's Day, my mom's birthday, my birthday, are a little bit difficult for me to deal with. Not like difficult like I'm boohoo crying or anything, because honestly, y'all, I boohoo cry every other day about my mom. But for me, it's like a passing through type thing. It's no longer like a sit and wallow. It's like oh, this reminds me of my mom. Kind of cry about it. Remember her, miss her, acknowledge the feeling, and kind of let it pass through and kind of on back to life, because that's what my mom would have done, y'all. She was not into crying and being a baby and emotion. She was the hardest person I know, like harder than a lot of niggas, for real. She'd be like, why are you being a pussy? Why are you crying? So I think that's why it's kind of like a big thing for me to try to learn how to deal with my emotions, be able to communicate my emotions, and be able to say it's okay to cry sometimes. Like sometimes, y'all, you need that scream, you need that cry. You need to just go into a fucking open field and just yell. Like, just yell, y'all. Go into a room where nobody's around, whenever nobody's in the house, and just cry. Just get it out, y'all. And you feel better. Like, you let it pass through. So, today was a little bit of a weird day. And today, for me, it definitely settled in that people are focused on their own agendas in life. People are focused on their own life. They don't give a fuck about me. Or we won't even make it all about me. We'll take me out of the situation. People could care less about what others have going on because they're just trying to further themselves in life. They're trying to use anyone by any means necessary to get ahead. They're trying to just do what is necessary, and it's less important to them to maintain friendships, relationships, whatever, with people that are genuine, people that will have their back. They just need to do what they need to do to get ahead. So I can't even be mad at people. Like, I can't even sit up and do it anymore, y'all, because honestly, being on this journey has shown me so much about people. If being in a strip club, if being in a strip club didn't teach me that people are just unnecessary and wicked and foolish, then living in the car and doing Uber Eats and interacting with people so much has shown me, like, people go out of their way to fuck with you. And then when you react to them bringing the issue to your doorstep, you're now the problem. Like, I've learned that day in, day out, living in this fucking car, y'all. And even down to, like, being off in a far corner of a field, just letting the dogs out and someone shouting across a parking lot to me. Like, people find their way to bullshit. And people bring bullshit to your door. But what I've also learned is that, y'all, I don't feel good whatsoever when I get into it with people. Like, I feel so disgusted nowadays. Like, I feel so just yuck. Very, very ick to be brought down to people's level, to try to engage them, to even try to be petty, to try to argue. It's so pointless, y'all. I feel disgusted with myself when I do it, because people, like I say, bring the issue to your doorstep, and then they have an issue with how you react. And I have done so much work on myself. I've read so many fucking books and so much different online talk and watched so much videos, and just to come to learn that I'm trying to grow and the people around me aren't. Or not even the people around me, just people in general. People hate to acknowledge their issues, and people hate to acknowledge when their issues make them behave certain ways towards you. Because how dare you call me out for my insecurities? So it's just, y'all, it's something else to be living in this world, y'all. The world is full of so much hatred, so much jealousy, so much wickedness. It's too much, y'all. And the longer that I've lived on this, like, lived in the car, been on this journey, it's just shown me that I just don't want to be around people no more. Like, y'all, I feel so freaking antisocial now. I'm just sick of it. I'm so sick of it, because you get around people and they try to make you insecure about yourself. You don't even have to get around people. You could just be living your life and they bring a problem to you. Like, I'm very sick of people. I've learned so much about people, like I was saying in my other videos, to try to deal with the trauma that I had in my childhood and adulthood. try to be able to intellectualize my feelings, try to be able to work through stuff, try to be able to not be as angry, because y'all, when I'm angry as fuck. Like my anger, I have a bad temper on me, I ain't gonna hold you. So I've tried to learn how to talk my feelings out to help people to understand, so that I don't have to get sad, I don't have to get angry, I don't have to fight, I don't have to fuss, just to realize that people don't want to talk feelings out. People want to pretend like they're the victim every single time. Every single time. People want to pretend like they didn't do you wrong every single time. People don't want to see the pain that you were in, because they're only focused on furthering themselves in life. So people, it's a lot of beautiful shells walking around. It's a lot of people without personality. It's a lot of people that just, their biggest objective in life, sad to say, is just to get a man to take care of them. Or a woman. And it's actually really quite saddening to me, y'all. It's really quite saddening to me. But coming from a person who is an Aries and used to hate watching people cry, hate people being so in tune with their emotions, hate people talking about their feelings, because I was trying to suppress my feelings. I was trying not to cry. I was trying not to acknowledge all the pain I've been through. So they triggered something in me. Because how am I suppressing everything and you're just living out loud, engaging your feelings, letting your feelings pass through, and still feeling like I'm that girl? Even if I cry, even if I'm down right now, because everything is but a season in your life, y'all. Everything is but a chapter. Everything is but a chapter. That's why it's like sometimes I get real sad. Sometimes I've told y'all, like, I feel suicidal. Sometimes I'm upset because I'm like, damn, nobody's there for me. Nobody even wants to talk to me, let alone send any help, let alone actually really genuinely care about what I have going on. The biggest scare for people is when I tell them, don't let me make something of myself to where you can't ask me for help, and then everybody snaps into shape. Because I feel like people see the trajectory that I'm on for life. And when I try to bring myself down to argue with people, to fight people, to engage people at the level that they're at where they have not grown, yes, I'm doing things that are beneath me, and it ends up making me feel sick. I don't gain anything. I got into a fight with a girl at one point and I cried because she didn't even put up, it wasn't worth the fight. It was not worth the fight. I turned around and felt like the bully after somebody had bullied me for years on end, and I beat them so bad I felt like the bully. That's why I say I don't gain anything from the pettiness. I don't gain anything from being concerned with somebody else got going on. I don't gain everything from starting shit with people. But people bring their drama and their insecurities to me, and then I'm supposed to be the well-behaved one. I'm supposed to not react. I'm supposed to walk away. It's honestly painful, y'all, to watch just how much people don't give a fuck about the next human being. Just how much people envy. Just how much people have jealousy towards you for even the shit that is not monetary. I live in my car. I've lived in my car before with my mother and my brother and 2 dogs. And one of them ran away because she wasn't going for it and she was bougie as hell. This is nothing new to me. But I also know that money means nothing on this earth. Money is copy paper that pays for resources that we really should be getting for free. I could care less about what people really do for money. Sometimes I have a level of wanting better for people than they want for themselves. And it always gets me into issues. It always gets me into issues. Because people are willing to stay stagnated at where they're at. People are willing to stay in drama, stay rolling in the mud. And when you decide, I'm not going to roll in the mud with y'all, people hate you now. I live in my car and people are concerned about what I have going on. I'm not talking about social media people. I'm talking about random people. Like hating, like being weird. But don't care that I live in my car, but concerned about dumbass shit and bringing me out of my character so bad that I feel sick with myself. Like, I think, honestly, this journey, this chapter in my life has taught me isolation is not the worst. When you're isolated, yeah, you could have dark feelings and stuff like that, dark thoughts. But when you've learned how to master your mind, when you've learned how to master your heart, when you've learned that being alone does not mean that you're lonely. It just means that you're at peace. Y'all, being alone means that you're at peace. You don't need anybody to be at peace. I don't need anybody to be my peace when they really have me feeling like I'm in pieces. Being alone will show y'all. I look like my daddy in a wig. I'm so disgusted. Being alone will show you that sometimes you're not lazy. Sometimes you're not lonely. You're just at peace. There just isn't anybody around to start any drama with you. There isn't any drama to run down, and there isn't anybody to monitor. I think if it's anything for me to, like, with social media, to get on here and talk with y'all, I just want everybody to kind of learn to master. Not isolation isn't necessarily good for you, I guess. They say that, you know, but learn to master peace, man. Like, learn to let your thoughts pass in and out and say, I am not these thoughts. I am not these intrusive thoughts. Because y'all, I used to get intrusive thoughts really fucking bad, and I used to feel like I was losing my fucking mind. People trying to convince me I'm schizophrenic because I'm having so many intrusive thoughts because I'm so sad. Let your thoughts pass through. Engage them and send them on their way. You are not lonely because you're alone. God is trying to show you that all you need is yourself and Him. That you're the only voice that you really need to listen to. You have all the answers within yourself. Don't let anybody convince you that being alone is lonely. Peace and love, y'all.